Hi, it's Laura. Welcome to the Get Clear Show. So, as you know, we've been doing a series on personality shapes, and so far we've talked about the circle shape, the diamond shape, the rectangle shape. Today we're going to talk about the triangle personality. And why do we talk about these different personality types? Well, excuse me, let me start by telling you that as a life coach, almost every single person that ever comes to me for coaching says the same thing. Laura, this area of my life, or my life in general, is a mess. Can you please help me fix it? And the answer to that is yes and no. I can certainly motivate you and help you discover the things that are maybe holding you back in that area of your life. What I cannot do is fix something for you. I can't do it for you. But one of the tools that we use as life coaches is we look at the person's core personality in order to figure out what's going to motivate them. So when we looked at the circle personality, what we know is that these are people who make decisions based on emotion. The diamond people, for example, are people who are all about the process. They love the excitement of the process, and they don't need all the fine little details. They're big picture people. The rectangle people were the people who made decisions based completely on logic. The emotion didn't come into play for them. Today we're going to talk about the triangle personality, and this will be the last in the 4 individual series talking about shapes. The next video that I do will tie all 4 of these shapes together and how they work together, particularly in the workplace, because as you know, I go and do workshops for various workplaces and teach them about these personalities and how their employees and management can better interact with one another in a more productive manner. So the triangle people are people who are very organized people. You might think that, having said that, you can walk into their house and open up their cupboards and everything's categorized and lined up and matched, and their closets are all organized. And while that may very well be the case, not always, not necessarily. And so when I say that, you tend to think, oh, they must be a little OCD. Well, no, not necessarily. They just like to keep things in certain places. They know where everything is. And they are definitely play by the rules kind of people. The rules say you're supposed to be here at 9 o'clock in the morning. I was here at 9 o'clock in the morning. Why are you late? And they will keep tabs on whether or not other people are playing by the rules. It doesn't matter what the rules are. They want to know what the established rules for that particular organization or situation that they are in is. And once they know that, they will play by the rules, and they expect everybody else to do the same thing. They make wonderful administrative assistants because if you have other personality types out there doing specific things, they need that core person that they can come back to and say, hey, what time are we supposed to do such and such? Or what's the deadline on this project? They are great with the public. The public can come in and speak to them. So bankers, think of the people that you would see if you walked into an insurance office, things like that. They're just very organized in their thinking. Do they make decisions based on logic or emotion? And the answer to that is probably a bit of both. They make decisions both ways, but they can get very easily annoyed by people who don't play by the rules like they do. Like I told you earlier, I used the example of we were supposed to be here at 9 o'clock. How come you were here at 9:05? Okay? You'll probably see them helping out with the office parties. If you give them a task, they're very task oriented, they will complete the task. But they like to make sure that all of the steps have been covered, that everything looks good, that there are no mistakes. They don't like to make mistakes. They don't like to fail. And they don't like a lot of change in their routine or in processes themselves. Change can really have a hard effect on them. It makes them agitated. And it almost feels personal when there are some changes. So that's the triangle personality. Now, if you want to step over to my website and take a look at www.followlaura.com. I'm not going to tell you that there's a whole lot of information or even any information necessarily on those different shapes. Okay, but you will get some information about the type of coaching that I do and the services that I offer. So if your organization has a need for somebody like myself to come in and help your workers get along better and speak to each other in a language that each other can understand, I'm always available for that. I'm also available to do individual coaching as well. And of course, when we do that, we will talk about and discover which personality you are. Now stay tuned for my next video. The next one that's coming out is going to be how all 4 of these personality shapes interact with one another. And I think that you'll really enjoy that, learning how your personality and somebody else's personality can better get along. Is there somebody in your workplace that just aggravates you, that just gets under your skin, that is annoying to you? Are you the person that's maybe aggravating or annoying your coworkers? Well, we're going to talk about that in the next video and find out some reasons why that may be and things that you can do to help not be so aggravated, maybe understand a little bit more where your coworkers are coming from. In the meantime, thanks for watching and have a great day.